Hello, friends. Let's talk about a Tottenham Hotspur victory. Let's go. I mean, if we win a title like this, so be it, right? I said last week that I'm not really that convinced about Mourinho, but we played as a team today. We played as a team. We don't see that often at Tottenham Hotspur. It's mostly just individuals doing things and hoping it goes well. I'm happy with it. We defended well. We really did. Eric Dyer had another strong game besides that one chance. I think it was Richarlison who he just like let off and let shoot. Whatever, it's fine. And then he also pinged a ball into the stratosphere in the like 20th minute or something. Um, the free kick though, that was close, and I want him to take all right-footed free kicks because we all know Harry Kane is trash at them. Um, the goal is determination. It's determination from Son, Kane, Gio, and even a little bit Lucas, I think. But yeah, Son drove into the box, gave it to Kane, and then Kane shifted on to Gio, and Gio just hit it and hope for the best, and it went in. So there we go. I wish it was his first Premier League goal, but what can you do? What can you do? It's a goal. A goal is a goal. We will take it. We will take the 3 points. I think this victory does us a load of good. We said that after West Ham, though, so, we thought all of our problems were fixed, and then we got to Sheffield, and they weren't. Um, but yeah, very solid team performance today. I don't know. I just hope they don't get complacent again for the next game because that's what happened. We think we're doing well and we're not. I just listened to Toby, and he said the same thing pretty much. We're going to need the whole squad in these next few games here because they're very, very tight. But we did play well as a team, and he did also mention that we should be more potent in attack, and we really should. We cannot count on these 1-0 victories all the time. It's not really inspiring, is it? It's just there's been so many results this year that have been like this, but then we concede in the 80th minute and then we lose 2 points or we lose all three. And that's not good enough for what we have to be. Yeah, let's talk about the team. So Hugo, Captain Hugo, talking to Son, drilling it into him. You need to be tracking back at the very last minute of first half when we conceded a chance. You love to see it. And yeah, that's something you don't want to see a lot, but it's good that it is happening. Maybe it's something that should have happened in the dressing room, but at least we see some leadership here. That's been a criticism of the squad, that Hugo is not a very vocal leader. He certainly is. He really is. And I'm glad to see him kind of instill some discipline into some players. Dyer was, again, solid. I think he got way too much hate for Sheffield United. He was at fault for one of the goals versus Sheffield United where he could have just cut across and cut out the ball, but his other teammates also let him down, like Serge and Sissoko. Whatever. I don't need to defend Eric Dyer. He does the speaking for him. I just think he needs a bit more credit in the bank with a few people before we trust him over someone like Toby. But I'm glad Toby got the start. I really haven't been convinced by Davinson. I like him. I like Dav, and I think he'll be good in the future. But I've not been overly convinced by him, and something needed to change. And we have Toby Alderweireld on the bench. So there we go. I would say like 6 for Hugo, 7 and 7 for Eric and Toby. It's pretty reasonable. Eric did have a few hiccups here and there, but I'm still going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Serge did decently defensively today. He had a few slide tackles and he pressured well and tracked back. And for what I expect from Serge, pretty good game. He was an outlet too. He was kind of nullified by Lucas Digne, who played a very good game, by the way. Um, but yeah, I would say 6 out of 10. He was pretty good, not too extravagant. Davies, I think, is an underrated player. I defended him on Twitter a few times, but yeah, he's very very solid. I think he does his job well. He was also a consistent outlet on the left, which freed up a lot of attacking players and stuff, especially in the first few minutes of the game. I really like seeing him get forward. He did a few dribbling things today. Um, and he also drilled in some balls, like not crosses, but low crosses that were really precise and really appreciated, honestly. They cut through the defense. Um, Winks, similarly, had a great game in that CDM kind of position. I mean, yeah, I mean, he kind of circulated the play. He had a few very nice, precise balls that kept the game going, kept the flow going. I didn't give a rating to Davies, but I would say a 7 for Davies, too. Very solid game. Um, Also, the tactical fouling. I saw you, Ben. You were doing great, lad. um, Winks, as I said, kind of similar. He was doing all the defensive work asked of him and also moving the ball forward when he needed to. Very good game from Winks. I think an 8 out of 10 for him. Musa, you would expect with the freer role he had today to drive forward a bit more. We didn't really see that. But he did his defensive duties and you know, he's Musa. He does his job. I would say 6 out of 10. You know, could have been a bit better going forward, but for what it was a good performance. Lucas, honestly, in the first half, he was pretty good, like last game, but then he kind of fell off at the end as well. Um, but he had a few runs that led to chances, and I was like, okay, maybe we're seeing better of Lucas. And he had one shot that was kind of close. I mean, he's okay. But I again, I would rather see Bergvine there. I think he's still carrying a little bit of recovery from his injury, so it's fine to play Lucas in a game like this. I don't really blame that decision. I would say 6 out of 10 for Lucas. Pretty good game. Gio is this game personified, though. He was shithousing the whole damn game, and it's hilarious. It really was. When he was like marking a corner, I think, or a set piece, and he just kept putting his hand on Lucas Digne, and Digne just kept swatting it away, and then he just like kept putting his hand there. It was hilarious. I love Gio. He was crucial. He was crucial to this. He was tracking back. He was messing with people, getting in people's faces, and then he would and he led to the goal and pure determination. I love Gio's attitude on the pitch. He's such a fun player to watch. If I were to give a man of the match, it's between Gio and Winks, honestly, but I would say Gio, just because he led to the goal and he contributed elsewhere very well. Son, again, kind of getting into it, he had a few runs in the first half again, and he looked better. Still not the best of Son we've seen, but he did help lead to the goal. So again, like you would expect better from Son, so 6 out of 10. Kane also involved in the goal. You would want to see him involved a bit more, but this happens in games like this where we take an early lead and then just sit off a bit. And yeah, I mean, it's very hard for Kane to get involved. There were a few chances, notably Davies' cross that was very teasing, that he could have run in and gone a header on it. He just didn't seem to be expecting it. He's still getting back up to speed, but I don't think he was terrible. 6 out of 10 for Kane. He was tracking back a lot too. I mean, again, team performance. Everyone played for each other. Let's talk about subs a bit. Eric Lamela came in, did his job very well. There was that one dribbling in the middle of the pitch where he drew in a few people and then got fouled and then just kept wanting to run. Loved to see that. It just, I love Eric Lamela. He's such a passionate guy, and really brings something different tempo wise. Um, yeah, I think he's a valuable player, and yeah, he did well. I don't know if he did enough for me to rate him, but I thought he was pretty good as a substitute, and he's very good for tired legs, and he definitely does his defensive work. He gets stuck in a lot. Um, Bergvine was kind of invisible, similar with Yan. I don't think I saw like Yan do anything because he came in with like 3 minutes to go. Um, but yeah, maybe I would have subbed Ndombele in. Maybe we're saving him for Bournemouth. That's wishful thinking, honestly. Um, Maybe we're saving Jedson for Bournemouth too. I don't know, but kind of weird decisions not to sub either of them in, or Skip or Sirkin or someone. I don't know. Kind of weird decision making wise. I'm not like overly sold on this tactical setup because I do think we are better going forward than we are defending. But Mourinho's philosophy is build a solid defense, then go forward. And we are seeing that. We are seeing that happen very slowly, but it's happening. Um, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the result. If we can get another win against Bournemouth, I rate us against Arsenal. I would really like to see Tongi start against Bournemouth and then come off the bench for Arsenal. Um, I don't know. I mean, also another tactical thing. We switched from a 4-3-3 in the first half to a 4-2-3-1. Very minor difference, but gave us a little bit more stability, you would think. So, yeah, I mean, it was a very boring game, let's be honest, but it gave us a win. It gave us a win. We're back in 8th again, somehow. Middle of the table is wild. European spots are death, apparently. It's a crazy, crazy league this year. And I can't wait for the Amazon documentary. That is going to be absolutely hilarious. Wow. I mean, yeah. That's my review of the game. Really not much to talk about, honestly. Anyways, if you enjoyed, I make Tottenham content. I make Football Manager content. SpongeBob. So subscribe if you're new. Please like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.